Hi and welcome to my video about 10 signs that your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you. Hi and welcome back. This is a video a couple of people have suggested I make it in the comments, and I always appreciate that. It's wonderful because sometimes I want to make a video but I'm going, what am I going to make one about? And so suggestions are always handy. I love it. Thank you. And this one's come from a few different people via different social media. So yeah, this video is all about 10 signs so that you know that your spirit guides or spiritual mentors, or some people refer to them all as angels, whatever has meaning to you, that they are communicating with you and letting you know that they are there or that they have a message for you. So yeah, and it happens more and more from what I've come across, from what I've heard from people and things like that, the feedback they've given me. So number one, and it's my favorite, it's one that always happens to me, is whenever I've come through a new stage of growth or elevation, a new understanding, I start finding feathers on the ground all over the place. I'll go for a walk and there'll be feathers, not in great mounds, but there'll be one here and one there and one there. And it's always a really nice confirmation for me from spirit saying, hey, you're on the right track, keep going. So yeah, feathers, that is just something I really enjoy. I actually have a whole row of them above my door, and I tuck all the ones I find in there and behind this piece of art, and then when they start looking a bit grotty, I get rid of them and start again. So number two is repeating numbers. They're traditionally called angel numbers, but yeah, they're another way of knowing that the spiritual realms are communicating with you, letting you know that they are there, that they're encouraging you and supporting you on your journey of growth and discovery. So yeah, if you're seeing 22s or 2222, 1111, and all sorts of combinations, there are a lot of resources online actually as to what they all mean individually. Joanne's Sacred Scribes is a good one that has quite good clear meanings on their website, so I highly recommend that one. So yeah, enjoy that. See it as a positive thing. It's not something to get worried about. Number three is reading something which really stands out to you. You might be reading a book or scrolling through Facebook, and there'll be a quote or a section of a piece of writing, a paragraph, something that just completely kind of sinks in and hits you, and you go, wow, yeah, that's perfect right now. Right now, that is just 100% what I needed to see or read. That's another connection with the spirit realm. You're being shown, yes, we've got your back. We're encouraging you, supporting you, and caring for you. So yeah, that's a really nice one. Number four, this is one I don't personally come across, but I've met quite a few people who do come across this one, and that is they start finding coins, loose change in really strange places, like 10-cent pieces and really weird locations and things like that. And that is, once again, yeah, it can be a bit like feathers. If you start finding loose change lying around here and there, it's often a sign that you're on a positive track and that your spiritual guides are letting you know that they're there and they're supporting you and helping you. Number five, a scent or an aroma that means something to you. We all have a pretty strong sense of smell. I know for a fact that when my father, who passed away when I was 22, whenever he stopped in, which actually happens less now than it used to, I'd always get this overwhelming smell of garlic because he ate so much garlic when he was alive, because he had a heart condition and wanted to stay healthy, that he always had this kind of garlicky smell. So when he was turning up in spirit, my first indication always was this garlic. So yeah, that wasn't from a spirit guide as such, but you know, they can do things like that to give you a certain scent, a certain aroma, something that you enjoy or brings back certain memories for you and things like that. So it might be a perfume or a smell of hay or anything really. Okay, so number 6, dreams with a strong message. Now that's something I get quite often personally. I have quite vivid dreams, and sometimes it takes me a little while to figure out what they actually meant to mean. They're quite symbolic and things like that. The other night I was dreaming about this ginormous snake, but I didn't really feel scared of it. And yeah, snakes are all about transformation and transmutation and shedding your skin and heading into the next level. But at first it was like, what? Why am I dreaming about snakes? So yeah, really, really vivid, strong dreams where you wake up and they're kind of still there. That's often something that's been sent to you by the spirit realms. 7, another one, and I've missed it, but a lot of people who've watched my videos have told me that there are orbs around me quite often when I make videos. Not always, but at certain times. And yeah, so orbs in photos or videos, if you make videos, they're a strong sign that there were spirit guides or helpers hanging around when those photos were taken. You know, they're orbs and yeah, these circles of light and splashes of light. So yeah, and pictures, photos, videos, things like that. Number 8, a song which kind of you just keep coming across. Plays on the radio, you walk into a shop, it's playing there, you go somewhere else and your friend's playing it, and yeah, there's something in that song that you're meant to hear, I think. So have a good listen to it, take some quiet time, listen to it, because there's a message in it for you from your spirit guides or helpers. Number 9, pinpoints of light, and I actually get that quite often when I'm lying in bed reading a book. I'll get these bright, brilliant blue splashes, little buzzy splashes of light all over my page, or yeah, and they're tiny, tiny little pinpoints. I really like them. I think they're really pretty and they make me feel happy. So, but yeah, that's quite often kind of a connection from the spirit realms. You might see them as a different color. Mine are always electric blue. Yours might be pink or golden or green, or you know, whatever color. That's not so important, but yeah, they are confirmation that your spirit helpers are around you. And number 10, the last one, is feelings, which is actually the most important one. Trusting your feelings, you know, when you feel a presence or you just know something. I call them downloads. It's just there, the information, the guidance, it's just there, and it feels almost like, you know, it comes into you. Yeah, that's a very, very strong indication that your guides are working actively with you right there and then, so you actually feel their presence and have, yeah, a strong sense of knowing. So that is probably the clearest, most powerful one. You know, sometimes you may even see them and things like that, but the feeling is the most common one for the most people. So yeah, trust that when you feel that. It's just, you know, you just get that feeling, this is meant to be, I know what I need to do, I know what's right for me, and you feel this. It's a presence, it's a feeling, yeah. So have faith in that when you feel that. Don't try to overanalyze it, because quite often we actually, when we get signs like this, being human beings, we tend to then jump into our heads and go, oh, but what if, and what does it mean, and what does that mean, and if the feather has a green end, what does that mean? Those things aren't as important as the real core message, which is you've got your spirit helpers and your guides right on board with you, helping you, assisting you in showing you things. So try not to overthink it, because I think we take quite a lot out of it and kind of minimize the impact of it if we overthink it and overanalyze it. I tend to just enjoy it, have a little smile to myself and go, oh cool, that's nice. and just accept it for what it is. And if there's meant to be more information, then I just have faith and trust that that will come too. So yeah, anyway, enjoy this. It's a wonderful journey of discovery. Have fun with it. I know a lot of my spirit guides are really into fun. They really have a sense of humor. It's not all serious and, you know, strict. They certainly, yeah, and some spiritual guides, I've met other people's guides, are really quite mischievous and a little bit kind of have a little bit of a mysterious way of doing things. It takes a bit of figuring out what they're up to. It's not a bad thing, it's just their way of doing things, you know. Like in the ancient South American Indians, they had a spirit energy that was kind of a bit cheeky, a bit naughty, and made people work for their knowledge. So, you know, that still happens quite a bit. So if your guides are giving you a bit of a runaround, don't worry about it. You've probably got one that's making you work for your understandings and your knowledge. And the good thing about that is when you get it, it's much stronger because it's yours. It wasn't just given to you. You've actually achieved it. You've created it. You've made it your truth. So yeah, if your guides are making you work for your understandings, don't see it as a bad thing. So anyway, have lots of fun with this. I'll see you all in my next video, and yeah. Anyway, have a wonderful time and play with these things and see what you notice, and I'll see you all in my next video. And yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe and like. It means Google or YouTube, they're all one family, will actually show my videos in their algorithm. So yeah, anyway, thank you for watching and see you all next time.